Hey everyone, and welcome back. I am so pumped for this deep dive.
No.
We're going to be looking at NVIDIA. You know, stuff that really could change the game
Yeah.
when it comes to how we play games, to even how we understand the universe. And,
Absolutely.
we've got some seriously in-depth analysis of NVIDIA's brand new processors and GPUs,
Right.
specifically their Blackwell architecture.
I mean, it's a fascinating development. I mean, for the longest time,
Yeah.
NVIDIA was really known for their graphics cards, right? For gamers especially. But with Blackwell, they're making a real strong push to be the leader in AI and high-performance computing.
That's right. And it all starts with this mind-blowing new RTX 5000 series. I mean, you've probably heard the rumors, 92 billion transistors.
It's wild.
That's double what they had before.
It's a crazy number. And you know what that means? It means power.
Yeah.
It means raw computational power that can handle these super complex tasks.
Yeah.
Imagine you're gaming and you're trying to render like this hyper-realistic world with crazy lifelike lighting and reflections. That takes a ton of processing power.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's where those 92 billion transistors come in.
For sure. And then there's this thing called ray tracing that I'm like totally nerding out over.
Yeah.
It's basically this way to simulate how light, behaves in the real world.
Yeah.
And it makes everything look so realistic in the games. I mean.
Absolutely. It's the kind of detail that really pulls you in, right?
Yeah.
But it goes even beyond just gaming, though. I mean, this kind of rendering power, it has huge implications for things like 3D modeling,
Oh, for sure.
animation, even scientific simulations. Think about researchers trying to model these super complex systems,
Right.
like weather patterns,
Yeah.
or even the human brain. This power could totally revolutionize their work.
It's like giving those researchers a magnifying glass on steroids.
Right?
Just to
Yeah.
zoom in on the world.
Precisely. And then there's DLSS4,
Oh, yeah.
which takes things even further.
Yeah.
This is where AI steps in to help actually generate the frames for smoother gameplay, even at these crazy resolutions like 4K with all the visual bells and whistles turned on.
It's like having a co-pilot in your graphics card,
Right, yeah,
making sure everything's running perfectly, no matter how demanding the game is.
absolutely. And you know what's exciting? This tech, it's not just for the high-end gaming rigs.
Right.
These efficiency gains, they mean we could actually see this level of performance trickling down to more affordable devices, which would make these incredible gaming experiences accessible to a wider audience.
That would be huge. Okay, so we've got these incredibly powerful GPUs that are made to make our games look amazing.
Right.
But NVIDIA didn't stop there. They also unveiled this GB200 Grace Blackwell superchip.
Right. And this is where we really start talking about the future of AI. I mean, this superchip,
Yeah.
it's purpose-built to handle the most intense AI workloads. Think of it like this. You've got these two crazy, powerful B200 GPUs,
Right.
which are like the workhorses of the system.
Muscles.
Exactly, the muscle. And then you've got the Grace CPU, which is like the brains of the whole operation. Coordinating everything,
Yeah.
making sure the data is flowing smoothly. And to connect all of this, they developed this NVLink C2C,
Okay.
which allows data to flow between the CPU and GPUs at a mind-blowing 900 gigabits per second. To put that in perspective, that's like transferring the entire Library of Congress in like a few seconds.
Wow, that's some serious bandwidth. So what does all this power actually do? What can the superchip achieve that wasn't even possible before?
Well, imagine you're a researcher working on a new drug or trying to model like the spread of a disease.
Hey.
These are super complex tasks
Yeah.
that require analyzing just mountains of data.
Right.
With the GB200, you can crunch those numbers incredibly fast, potentially speeding up breakthroughs in fields like medicine,
Yeah.
climate science, materials engineering.
It's amazing. And we are seeing AI getting better all the time. I mean, our phones understand what we say. Cars can practically drive themselves.
Yeah.
Computers can beat us at the most complex games.
It's true. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. With the kind of power that the GB200 brings to the table,
Yeah.
the possibilities are pretty much endless.
Okay, so we've got powerful GPUs for insane graphics and a superchip that's totally pushing the limits of AI. But NVIDIA decided to go even further, and they released the Grace CPU.
Yeah.
Which is kind of surprising, right? I thought CPUs were becoming less important with the rise of all these GPUs.
That's a good question. You might think the GPUs have stolen the show, but CPUs are still essential
Right.
for a lot of tasks. What NVIDIA has done with Grace is they've created a CPU specifically designed for these data-intensive workloads.
Okay.
And one of the keys to its performance is the use of LPDDR5X memory.
Now, I've heard that LPDDR5X is really fast, but I'm a little fuzzy on the details. Can you break it down for us?
Sure, so it's all about speed and efficiency.
Yeah.
Imagine you have this huge library full of books,
Okay.
and you need to find specific information quickly.
Yeah.
LPDDR5X is like having a team of super-fast librarians who can locate and retrieve that info in an instant, all while using very little energy.
So it's like a super efficient research team working for your computer.
Exactly.
And all of this is built on the ARM Neoverse V2 architecture.
Yes, and that's another key innovation.
Mm.
It's basically the blueprint for how the CPU is designed.
Mm-hmm.
And Neoverse V2, it's all about packing in as much power as possible into this compact, energy-efficient package.
Okay, so we've got this crazy fast and efficient CPU, but what does that mean for, the average person? How will this Grace CPU actually impact our lives?
Well, think about the internet. All those websites, videos, and data streaming around the world.
Yeah.
The Grace CPU can actually help power the servers that handle all that traffic,
Okay.
making the internet faster and more reliable for everyone.
So it's like upgrading the infrastructure of the entire internet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And beyond that, the Grace CPU. It can be used for all kinds of scientific research and data analysis.
Right.
Imagine researchers trying to model climate change or develop new life-saving drugs. This CPU can give them the power they need to make those breakthroughs faster.
This is seriously mind-blowing stuff.
It is.
But before we get too carried away, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll explore the potential impact of these NVIDIA innovations on different industries and talk about what the future might hold.
Sounds good.
Don't go anywhere.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone. I don't know about you, but I'm still kind of processing all this incredible tech that we just talked about.
I know, right? It feels like we're on the edge of this whole new era of computing.
It does.
And, we talked about how NVIDIA's new tech is impacting things like gaming and AI, but it goes so much deeper than that.
Oh, absolutely. It's like they've created this toolkit for tackling some of the biggest problems in the world.
Yeah.
Like in healthcare. I think that's where we're going to see a massive impact.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about personalized medicine earlier.
Yeah.
But think about all the possibilities. Faster drug discovery, more accurate diagnoses,
Right.
even robotic surgery with the help of AI.
Like having a team of super smart assistants working with doctors and scientists, helping them make better decisions and develop treatments faster.
Exactly. And it's not just about making healthcare more efficient.
Yeah.
It's about making it more accessible and affordable for everyone. Imagine a world where you could get a diagnosis from like a virtual doctor powered by AI.
Wow.
No matter where you live or how much money you have.
That would honestly be life-changing for so many people.
It really would.
And it's not just healthcare. We talked about the Grace CPU powering the internet, but think about all the other industries that use tons of data processing.
Oh, yeah.
Like finance, transportation, manufacturing.
All of them.
They can all benefit from this kind of power.
For sure. Imagine factories where robots and humans work together.
Yeah.
Each doing what they do best, with AI making every step of the process better, or transportation systems where traffic flows perfectly, guided by AI that predicts and stops congestion before it even happens.
Wow. It's like we're on the verge of a world where everything is connected and running smoothly, all thanks to the power of AI. It's exciting, but it also makes me think, what about the human side of all of this? As AI gets more and more advanced, are we going to see a shift in what kind of jobs people do?
That's a really important question. And it's true that some jobs will probably become automated. But history has shown us that new technology always creates new jobs, too. Think about all the jobs today that didn't even exist a few decades ago.
Right.
App developers, data scientists, social media managers.
Yeah.
They didn't exist back then.
So it's not about AI taking our jobs. It's about humans and AI teaming up,
That's right.
each bringing their own strengths to the table.
Exactly. It's all about adapting and learning new skills that work with AI. And I think that's a really important message for everyone listening. Don't be scared of the future. Embrace it.
I love that. Instead of being afraid of AI, we should be thinking about how we can use its power to fix problems and make a better future for everyone.
Absolutely.
But it's not all perfect, right? There are some real concerns about the possible downsides of this technology.
You're absolutely right. We can't ignore those concerns. With any powerful tool, there's always a chance it could be misused. It's up to all of us to make sure AI is developed and used ethically and responsibly.
Yeah.
We need to talk openly and honestly about the risks and the benefits and work together to put safeguards in place that stop it from being used for harmful purposes.
It's like we're standing at a crossroads. One path leads to a future where AI helps improve our lives, our health, and solves global issues.
Right.
But the other path.
The other path leads to a future where AI is used for control and surveillance, where algorithms make decisions without any human input, and where only a small group of people benefit from it.
That's a scary thought. It's a choice we have to make together.
It is.
We can't just sit back and let the future happen. We need to actively shape it.
Exactly.
That's powerful. So what can we do? What can the average person do to make sure we're on the right track?
The most important thing is to stay informed. Learn about AI, what it can do, and what it could mean for the world. There are tons of resources out there, books, articles, podcasts, that can help you really understand this technology.
And once you're in the know, don't be afraid to speak up. Talk about AI with your friends, your family, your colleagues.
Yes.
Share your thoughts, ask questions, challenge what you hear.
Exactly. The future of AI isn't going to be decided in some lab or a boardroom.
Right.
It's going to be shaped by all of us.
Yeah.
And the more we all participate, the more likely we are to create a future that benefits everyone.
This is getting really deep, and I love it. But I think we need to take another quick break to let all of this sink in.
Okay.
When we come back, we'll explore some of the coolest potential applications of this technology in more detail and talk about what the future might hold for NVIDIA and the world of computing. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back. My head's still spinning from all the possibilities we talked about.
It is pretty wild.
From changing healthcare forever to making entire industries run better. It seems like NVIDIA's tech could touch just about everything we do.
It's true, and it's moving so fast.
Yeah.
And it's not just about making things faster or more efficient.
It's about totally changing how we solve problems and what we can achieve.
Right. Remember when we were talking about personalized medicine?
Yep.
Imagine a world where your treatments are made just for you based on your genes.
It's not sci-fi anymore.
It's becoming real because of the computing power NVIDIA is bringing to the table.
Exactly. With Blackwell, researchers can look at mountains of genetic data.
Right.
They can spot patterns and make super precise therapies. It's like having a personalized health plan based on your own DNA.
It's mind-blowing. And,
Okay.
I was thinking this tech could totally change education, too.
Oh, yeah?
What if every student had their own custom learning experience that adapted to how they learn best?
That's a great idea. And it's getting closer to reality with AI. Imagine AI tutors that can figure out a student's strengths and weaknesses.
Right.
And then give them custom lessons and feedback.
It'd be like every student having their own personal tutor, making sure they can learn and grow at their own speed. And then teachers could focus on things like creativity and critical thinking,
Right. It's about helping both students and teachers be the best they can be.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big part of all of NVIDIA's work.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about faster tech. It's about using tech to help people do more and make a better future for everyone.
I love that. It's not AI taking over. It's AI helping us to reach new levels and solve problems we couldn't before.
Absolutely. And it's not just healthcare and education either. Think about robotics.
Right.
We talked about manufacturing. But imagine AI robots that could help with rescues or explore dangerous places or even be companions for elderly people.
It's like something straight out of a movie.
I know, right? But that line between science fiction and reality, it's getting blurrier every day. And NVIDIA is right there on the cutting edge.
NVIDIA is really pushing the limits.
Yeah, their focus on innovation is really inspiring. And they're not just thinking about the tech itself.
Right.
They're thinking about what it means for us ethically. And they're putting money into research and partnerships to make sure AI is used responsibly.
That's good to hear. Because as excited as I am about all of this, I do have some worries.
Yeah.
What if this power ends up in the wrong hands?
It's a valid concern.
Or what if AI gets so smart it takes over?
Those are important questions.
Yeah.
And that's why we need to talk about them.
Right.
To raise awareness and make sure we develop and use AI in a way that helps everyone.
Yeah. So as we wrap up this deep dive into NVIDIA's Blackwell, what's the one thing you really hope people listening take away from this?
I hope they feel both excited and responsible, excited about what this tech can do and responsible for using it wisely and ethically.
Right.
The future is being made right now, and we all have a part in making sure it's a good one.
That's a great point to end on. Thank you so much for sharing all of your insights with us today.
It's been my pleasure. It's always fun to talk about how tech can change the world.
And to all of our listeners, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you learned something new and that you'll keep exploring this amazing world of AI and its impact on our lives. So until next time, keep learning, keep asking questions, and keep pushing the limits of what's possible.